Here is Bandai's VF-4 Lightning 3 from Macross Flashback 2012. The cockpit can be removed. And there's your Hikaru Chijo figure. Tempo printing is decent, but minimal. And I did notice some blemishes there. There's a little white spot here, some maybe some paint blemishes here on the nose and underneath. But aside from that, it's fine. Tempo printing on the wing, of course. UN Spacey kite logo. And the Skull Squadron insignia. Now this is the color scheme that I think most of us wanted when we heard about Arcadia's VF-4, which is fine, of course. They decided to go with the Digital Mission VFX variant, which is also superb. Most of the missiles can be removed. These two cannot. It's part of the transformation process. So I'm going to remove this. Let's pick one of these to remove. There you go. So if you want to remove them, I don't know why you want to, but you can remove them. And these, I guess these wing flaps or canards can also be angled. And you do get option parts if you want to cover up these. I guess if you don't want to see the legs, these can be covered up as well. Okay, and there it is covered up. What do you think? Makes the profile a lot nicer. Another nice option is the VF-1 gun pod, and you can store it in fighter mode by attaching this bracket. And it's going to plug in like so. And there you go. You have a VF-1 gun pod attachment in fighter mode. I think it looks neat. Isn't that nice? Now with these smaller variable fighters, you won't be able to have integrated landing gear. You have option parts. So they're just plug them in like so. And there you go. Landing gear for the VF-4. Now, another thing with this VF-4, it's rather back heavy. So sometimes it will lean back. One other thing about these landing gear, the tires do not move. Okay, you do get two stand attachments, fighter and for Batroid Gerwalk mode. Attach it to the bottom. Okay, clips here and at the back. And here is your high metal stand. Of course, the stand can be angled. And here is one of my favorite poses from the OEV, where the VF-4 car is taking off into the sunset and it's flying away. I thought that was pretty neat. Again, so it does look good on the stand. Okay, going into Gerwalk mode, I took off the option parts. Okay, so it detaches and legs come out. You lower it at the joint right here. Okay, like so. And you're going to remove, I guess if you want to, the intake covers. There's an open position, and you also get a closed position. Okay, you can remove them just by taking them out like so. Okay, so let's we're gonna extend the leg like so, and just make sure the joint is all the way out. Okay. Okay, so there you go. And like with all variable fighter toys, the feet extend and you open up like so. Okay, so there's your Gerwalk joint, leg. One thing that I forgot to add is that this Gerwalk joint can be, you can get some additional degrees of movement. So by pulling, and so you get about 3 clicks, and that way you can, you're given more mobility. So again, pretty neat. Okay. Okay, so the arms extend here and lower them into place. You rotate at the elbow. Okay. Okay, so to get the hands out, there's a little latch right here, but at the same time, you want to make sure that this, where the gun mount is, this is lowered down, and it's a tiny little fist inside. I'm going to make sure that you just, if you want to, you could use a small tool, actually, like small scissors or small screwdriver to get it out. But there's the fist. Again, it's tiny. Close it into place, and you do get option parts or additional hands. So for this, I'm going to use the closed fist. Yeah. Okay. Because we don't want our Valkyries with tiny hands, right? And this gets moved forward for effect. Okay, so there is your Gerwalk mode. Just did a bit of cleaning up on both sides, making sure everything's lined up, but I think it's nice. And for the gun pod, you just take off this the clip, extend, and put that piece inside. And there's your gun pod, ready to go. inside the hand. There you go. I like the girl walk mode of the VF-4. Okay. Okay, to prep for battle ride mode, this little fin gets angled back, nose cone rotates forward, okay, and then there's a little indent where this fin will go. Okay. So at the same time, you want to make sure these are both lined up. And this tab will go into that little square on the inside. At the same time, you also want to make sure that the cockpit is pushed down. Okay, give it a good push, because you want to make sure you have clearances for all of the parts in batch ride mode. Okay, so that's how it's going to look. So there you go. And you want to make sure these fins are pushed down. Okay. This whole component pops down like so. Okay. Okay, this piece is removed right here and dislodged from the back right here. And this whole top half will all be, it'll come over, okay? So first we're gonna work on the cockpit area, okay? Okay, so let's move, these legs are gonna move down, okay, like so. And there's a little tab here that you're going to take out. There you go. Sometimes helps you with longer fingernails. Okay, like so. Okay, so this part gets folded backward, and you're gonna bring the whole component, cockpit component, down. Okay, and this little plug right here, it's going to mount inside this square-shaped space. Okay. So there you go. It'll all lock into place like so. Okay, and at the back where the metal bar is, there's a U-shaped right there. You want to make sure it goes into that little space right there. Clicks in. Okay. And there's your middle piece. Okay, so the top area to get ready for batch ride mode. There's just a little flap here, and the head piece just goes right through. Pull it up and outward. Okay, so there you go. Make sure that this is facing up, and this little right there piece gets pulled out, and then you're gonna put it into place. There you go. And then you fold this back down, okay? Like that. And you just swing everything forward. Okay, one thing I didn't show you at the back, there's a little bar right here that's gonna go into there. Okay, so make sure the bar goes inside. Okay, there, it's gonna lay flat. And this piece right here gets pushed down, locks into place, okay? Just like that. Everything is flush and fit, okay? Okay, so just finishing up batch ride mode. Okay. Okay, and this gets moved into place like so. Don't mind me, just make sure it's tidying up here. another thing that's, I don't know, this clip does not want to stay down. Okay. But that's your battery mode for the VF-4. Okay, it does look great. Again, a little top heavy, but this is just like the Arcadia version. I mean, the proportions look about the same. Okay. Yeah, better shot at the head unit right there. Okay, I'm not sure if any of you could hear the radio in the background, but currently raining in the Bay Area right now. Okay. Oh, other thing I wanted to show you is that you can get some decent arm movement. Okay. But unfortunately, you can't put the arm all the way up due to the engine covering his arm movement here. Okay. Okay. Tidying up the back. These fins fold down right there. Okay, just angling the back, these back thrusters a bit. Again, they can move up and down. Okay, and there's these little parts on the leg to cover up that little space there. You just slide them forward like so. And this one, there you go. Okay, so there you go in battery mode. It gets covered up quite nicely. Again, not my favorite battery mode. You know, I like it, but I like the 19 more. You know, or the 11. But this is still sweet. Okay, and again, if you want to attach it to the stand, plugs into the back. Okay, like so. And there you go. And get into a variety of poses and whatnot. Okay, again, this is Bandai's High Metal VF-4 Lightning 3. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And I hope you've enjoyed this review. Thanks.